Hey everybody, welcome back to Solo Quest Party of One. I am your host Vince, and today we're going to be looking at something a little bit different. I wanted to try something. I've seen a lot of people online, been watching a lot of videos. Some people have been doing these mythic challenges where they just do impromptu things to see what happens. I kind of want to do that with a Mythic One-Page Game Master Emulator. If you don't know what that is, you can look through Drive-Thru RPG and get it there. I believe it's free. I don't remember. I got it a while back. I use it quite often, actually. And it's just one page, and it boils everything down from the Mythic Game Master Emulator to just this one little page. And it's actually really cool. And there's no chaos factor or anything like that. You can just yes or no, and there are your odds there listed on the screen. Pretty much self-explanatory. If you roll doubles, you get an event, and then you go discover meaning, and you try to figure it out based on the meaning chart here on the right-hand side. Pretty simple. I've done many times. I've taken discover meaning and tailored it to the exact game I'm playing. But today I'm just going to play an average game where there's just an average guy named Alex. He's an office worker, and he's just going to see what happens. He's going to walk around this world. Possibly a supernatural world's going to be brewing. I don't know. I just want to see if I could do this. I've seen a lot of people do this, called the Mythic Challenge. Just the impromptu challenge, I think they're going to call it. I don't know. I've seen quite a few people do it. I think Grouch Couch did something like this. I believe that's his name. Apologize if I'm getting it wrong. Pretty cool series the guy has himself. So see what I could do. So Alex is an average worker, and I really haven't decided if I was going to actually give Alex anything more than just an average worker. He's on his way home at night after work. He got out of work. It's about, I don't know, 10 o'clock. He's on the later shift. Maybe he ended work around 10, so he got out of his office building. He's got to walk through the park to get home. Now, what I'm using here is not Miro. It's actually called FigJam or Figma. Excuse me, Figma.com. I started moving over to this for online play because Miro actually started taking away some of their features, and I didn't like it. They were putting it behind paywalls, so I'm like, yeah, right, whatever. So I found this other free alternative you can use. Just as good. I have a lot of fun with this one. So it doesn't exactly have all the things that Miro had, but had quite a few things. You can do a lot of the same things on here. I don't know if it has its own dice roller. On the side here, you can see I'm using Owl Bear Rodeo, free also. Just kind of like the virtual tabletops out there to roll dice. All right, so anyway, Alex is walking through the park. It's late at night. I guess the first question we can ask, and I'm not going to write down everything, like every little question or every little answer or whatever. But, you know, I'm going to ask a couple questions that are kind of normal. Now, I think the first question I would probably ask, Alex is walking through the park. It's at night. Is it raining? Is it raining for Alex? And I'm going to do a 50-50 odds here for Alex to see what's going on. And we got a 77, which is doubles. And no, it's not raining. So we did get an event, a random event. So now we just roll on the discover meaning action. And I guess you can't reroll. There we go. 71. It better not be doing this to me. Some of these things are really fun. Nature. Uh-oh. Oh, come on with the 70s. 69. Okay. Nature is old. Okay. So Alex is walking through the park. You know, he looks up. He goes, oh, I hope it doesn't rain tonight or anything like that. So he looks around and he notices that it's that nature old to me kind of gives me the interpretation of maybe it's that time of season where it's kind of moving for, you know how it goes from autumn right into winter, or it goes from summer into autumn, something like that, whatever. It's going from, you know, it's going closer to winter time, and Alex is noticing that it's a little bit chillier tonight, and he needs to, bundle up a little bit more. So he zips up his coat as he's walking through the park. And he's walking through the park, and the path is, well, actually, let's ask that as well. Is there an actual path he can walk through, or is it kind of like an open field that he's cutting across here in the park to get towards his home? 50-50. We got an 18. That is a yes. So it's, there's a road. So, like, if you ever seen like Central Park or something, there's an actual pathway there. And he's walking down this actual pathway, just chilling out. And he puts on some headphones, and he puts on some music to calm his nerves, because he doesn't like walking at night. But he had the late shift today, and he's kind of scared. And he's walking, and suddenly he sees something out of the corner of his eye, and he turns around, stops, and looks. And he's not quite sure. He doesn't see anything. So he takes out his headphones and it's like, hello? Now, does anybody respond to him? Let's do 50-50. 63. No. So nobody responds to him as he's walking. And does he see anything in the tree line or anything? Or is there someone following him, maybe? Maybe that's what he heard, like somebody possibly following him. No, 92. That's an exceptional no. So Alex is pretty much going to walk through this park with no issues whatsoever. He's going to get closer to his home. It's not that long of a walk. He gets to his apartment building, and he gets inside the door. He walks up to his door, and I'm going to put this at very unlikely, but is Alex's door closed still? Is there, the door open? I want to say it's the door closed. That's probably the best thing to do. Like, the first thing you would do is look at your apartment or your house or whatever. Door's closed, everything looks good. Is the door closed and everything look good? I guess we'll just do it. Is the door closed? And this is very, very likely. So 86. Oh, no. Okay. So Alex walks in, and the first thing we're going to note here is the door is open. So he looks at the door, and he notices the door is open. Is the door look like it was broken in, like someone smashed it in or kicked it in? We'll say kicked in. Does the door look like it's broken? And we're gonna do likely, because more than yeah, we're gonna do likely. Now we'll do 50-50. 48. Yes. The door is open and looks like something broke in. So he quickly grabs his phone. Does he have a cell phone signal to possibly call the police? I'm going to do 50-50, because generally you're going to have it, but you never know. 71. No. Oh. No cell phone signal. So he picks up his phone. He looks at his phone. He said, no cell phone signal. What the hell is that? All right, whatever. Puts his phone back in his pocket. He slowly opens the door. Does he see anyone there? Any person there? Or thing there? 84. No. No one's there. Okay, does his apartment look like it's messed up? We're going to go with 50-50. 71. No. There's nothing. Why does it roll 70s a lot? I'm there to check into that. But yeah, it doesn't look like it's messed up. Okay. So he goes in and he looks around, and does anything obvious missing? We don't know. Let's see. Does anything strike him as missing? 61. No. So nothing's missing, but his door got kicked down. Now, I'm going to maybe grab some meanings here or something, maybe to try to help me move through this. 87, which is progress. Progress. And, whoops. And let's see what else we get here. How'd that be? How's that 81? Oh, it's 81. Sorry. 81, rotten. It's rotten. So, okay. He walks in, he doesn't notice anything is rotten. I mean, not rotten, excuse me. He doesn't know if there's anything wrong. There doesn't look like there's anything missing, but there's a weird smell coming from his kitchen. And he's just like, oh, it just smells horrible. So he kind of creeps in with his phone, and he's gonna have his phone out, and why not? And he grabs. We'll say he slowly, does he have, no, we'll do his phone. He has his phone in his hand. He slowly creeps into the kitchen, and he clicks on the light, and he sees something hunched over in the fridge, rummaging through it and eating. And this person, it looks like a person. Well, it's rather big for a person, and he has a little bit of hair all over him, and he's just. Does this person realize that Alex is behind him? We'll do 50-50. Better not give me a 70 again. 62. No. So he doesn't notice that Alex is behind him. So he's in his kitchen. This guy's got his back turned. He's real hairy. He's making these growl noises. Is there anything in the area that he can grab for like defense? Maybe like I want to say a knife, or maybe even a rolling pin. And he wouldn't have a rolling pin. A knife. Does he have like a knife easily grabbable in the area? I'm going to put... He's walking into his kitchen. Now, you have to think his kitchen is probably pretty small for his apartment. He lives alone. There's probably enough room for maybe a place he could sit and eat. There's probably going to be some drawers on the sides where by the entrance where the sink is. He probably would have some type of knife block. A lot of people have knife blocks. That's pretty common. So we'll ask, does he have a knife block right there for him to pick a knife out for defense? I'm going to say likely. 68. That's still no. So he looks over. Is there anything in the way? No, he can't grab that. Shit. So what is he going to do? All right, he's going to slowly back up, and in his living room area, is there something he can grab? Does he have there we go. Does he have a baseball bat he can grab? More than likely, he probably has a baseball bat. Most people have some type of baseball bat. At least I know I do. Let's see, 50-50. 43. Yes. Okay. So he sees his baseball bat, and he walks over to it, and this is where I was going to actually start doing like a D6 or something. So I don't have any real stats here or anything. I'm just going with the D6. When as far as, well, I guess I could just do the Game Master Emulator there without doing a D6. But, yeah. So Alex is going to creep over and try to pick up the bat as slow and as stealthily as he can. Is he successful on this? We'll do 50-50 because that'll make it fair. 66, that's a double. So not only is it no, I got an event meeting here, so let's roll that. No, we got that before. 61. Increase. Oh my god, you can't get doubles on that though. Increase. 66. New. Okay. So, since he's creeping over to get that bat, and he decides he's a little bit scared, and this is a really, a different situation for him. So he's going to start moving a little bit quick, but he's actually going to trip as he's going around some of the new furniture he has in his house. He probably got a new chair recently. So he forgot how squeaky that chair was. It makes noises when you kind of hit it. And he hits the chair, and he hears and it's kind of sniffing now. And he's like, oh, shit. So he quickly goes over and grabs that bat now, and he walks behind the wall, and he kind of lays flat against it with the bat up against him, ready to strike anything that's going to come out. And Does the figure that's in the kitchen actually come out and investigate? I'm going to say very likely, because it heard a noise, a different noise. It wants to know what's going on. 57, so very likely 57. Yes. So he hears like some like foot claw marks on the ground, as you know, like kind of like claws, as this thing is getting closer and closer to where he is. And Alex is leaning up against the wall. He's scared. Is Alex too scared to actually do anything? I mean, don't know what this beast is. You just messed up. It's growling. It's full of hair. First thing you're thinking of is horror movies in your mind. So I'm going to say likely he's kind of scared. Let's see what happens. A 10. He's exceptionally scared. Like, he is so scared that he's shaking. And, you know, he's kind of doing his teeth are chattering. And then all of a sudden he sees like a claw come around the corner first as the thing turns around, and it growls at him and tries to swipe at him. Does Alex do fight or flight? Let's see, what he would do. Would Alex strike the creature since he's scared to death? I'm going to do very unlikely. 53. That is a no. So he's going to run. Alex quickly runs, ducks under the creature's hand as it tries to grab him. Does he get hit during that time? Say likely. He might get scratched or something. 36 likely. Yes. So he gets a scratch across his shirt. His shirt gets ripped as he runs into the bedroom. He closes the door and he locks it, and he feels this thing banging on the door. And he's like, oh shit, what am I going to do? Checks his cell phone out of instinct. Does he have a signal now? I'm going to say unlikely, because he didn't have one before. 82. Yeah, that's a no. Shit. Still don't have a signal. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Well, Alex has two choices here. We didn't actually say where he lived in his apartment. So, does he live on the first floor? I'm going to put very unlikely, because I didn't say I want to do it that way. Very unlikely. 95. Exceptional. No. So, absolutely not. In fact, he is on the 6th floor. We'll say there's 6 floors in this apartment. He's on the top floor. Does he have a fire escape so he can get out of the building safely through the window just in case? 50-50 on that one. 58. No, he does not. He has no fire escape, no way out of this room. He only has one choice here, is either open the door and attack, or hide in the room until this thing goes away, or bust in the room and kills him. So Alex is like, oh shit, what am I going to do? I should have never taken this late shift. This maybe would have never happened. This thing would never have been in my house. What am I going to do? Does the creature break the door down? Likely. It's a pretty powerful creature, probably. We don't know what it is exactly. And we get a 40. No. No, he does not. Oh, wait. Yes. I'm sorry. I said likely. Yes. The creature busts through the door, and Alex is standing there with his baseball bat, and he could see it's this werewolf. It's like a literal werewolf from the movies. He's like, what the werewolves exist? What is he going to do now? Well, he's running scenarios through his mind. He's only got a split second here what he can do. The werewolf jumps in. He's scared as hell. He's going to swing his bat. And is he going to hit the creature? I'm going to say 50-50. Let's see what happens. 36. Yes. Alex clocks the friggin' werewolf in the head, which he kind of goes, roar, falls backwards on the ground. Alex runs right past him and runs out the door, down his steps, He just didn't even think about the elevator at this point because he's just like, screw this, I'm done. He runs on the steps. Does this thing follow him? Yeah, I'm gonna say very likely here of this following. So follows him. That's a 3. Very likely. An exceptional yes. In fact, as he's running down the stairs, and you know how you have when you have stairs in apartment buildings, there's that little section you kind of look up and look down. The wolf jumps down and lands right on the same floor level as him, and he's standing right in his face. And Alex is just, what the hell? And the creature, does the creature attack him? Yeah, we're gonna put very likely for that. A 22, that's an event. Very likely. And that's a yes. So let's do our event, see what we get. A 46. Failure. Oh, that could be good. Failure. And let's get our description. A 49. Why are these numbers so close? I don't like this roller. Large failure. Okay. So the creature goes to hit as he pulls his claw back and he goes to hit. But at that moment, the door opens up and he hits the door. And right there in front of him, he sees a man, about 6 foot, 6 foot man, who is like, what the hell? And the werewolf looks at him and jumps directly onto the man and starts to chew on him and bite him. And he's like, rah, 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 and the guy's like, oh, help. Alex is like, F this. He runs down the stairs, runs out of the building. Is there anybody in the area that can help him whatsoever? It's late at night, so I'm going to put unlikely, but we'll see. Oh, 91. An exceptional no. There is literally nobody on the street. Not a car, not a person. Alex quickly runs down the street to the nearest available possible store area that he knows of. Would they be open? Maybe late night? Probably not. I'm going to say unlikely. Very unlikely at this point because it's after 10. So we'll see if it's open. 90. No. It's an exceptional no. Not only is there no store, not only is the store open that he thought of, everything else on the street is pitch black and there is nothing open in this area. So he has to find a spot. Is there any spot for him to hide, possibly? 50-50. We got a 35. Yes. So he finds an area down an alleyway where he can hide, possibly behind a dumpster or something. And the wolf, does he hear the wolf in the distance or coming towards him? 50-50. 12. Yes. So he hears like, "Arr, arr," this like creature coming right after him. And he's not sure what to do here. So he's just like, does the creature run right past him? Or yeah, does the creature run right past him? We'll do a 50-50. 95. An exceptional no. I'm sorry, 59. I read that wrong. 59. So that's just no. The creature stops at the exact alleyway where Alex is hiding behind the dumpster. And he's sniffing around, trying to get him. Like, he has this scent of him. He's like, oh no, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? He's thinking to himself, is he trapped in this alleyway? Is there like another way out? Let's say, is he trapped? More than likely, I'm going to say very likely he is trapped because a lot of the alleyways are just kind of dead ends, especially in cities. So we'll do a very likely 30. Yes. Oh, very likely. Yes. So he looks behind him. Shit. There's no way out of this alleyway. He's very trapped. Does the creature get his scent and come down this alleyway? It's possible. So I'm going to do a likely 89. No. Likely. 89. No. The creature starts sniffing around, looks down the alleyway, and Alex just kind of huddles down and says, "Oh, please God, oh, please God, oh, please God, oh, please God, oh, please God." He's just mumbling to himself. And the wolf goes, and he goes flying off down the street. After a few minutes, Alex's heart slows down a little bit. And he gets up and he looks, he creeps over to the entrance to the alleyway, looks down where the wolf ran. Does he see the wolf in the distance? He waited a few minutes, so it's going to be nearly impossible. 20. No. Thank God. Yeah, nearly impossible. Well, the odds would be, I'm sorry, nearly certain, so 20. No, it's nearly impossible to see him. That's correct. He doesn't see him. He doesn't see him, so Alex decides to check his phone. Does he have a signal now? I'm going to say this is almost certain that he has a signal. 48. Yes, he has a signal. He quickly grabs his phone and he runs down the street the opposite way the wolf won, dialing 911. He gets the operator and tells him that someone broke into his apartment, gives him his address, and he's being pursued. The 911 operator says someone will be there very shortly. We have a patrol car in the area. Please try to find a spot to hide, and we'll keep you on the phone. He stays on the phone with the 911 operator, and he does the wolf even come back? At this point, I'm going to say it's impossible for him to come back, but you never know. That's a 59. No. So the wolf doesn't come back. The police car shows up, and he tells them that this weird dog creature was after him, and he goes up to his apartment, and he shows the police the broken door and the fridge with the food everywhere. And he also says that there was a man in the stairwell that tried to help him, but he thinks the wolf killed him or the dog killed him. So the police officer goes and checks. Is the body still there? I'm going to say likely. It's probably going to be there. 35. Likely. Yes, he sees the body, and they get kind of an evidence of like teeth mark and claw marks, and the police are just like really concerned about this. And Alex kind of breathes a little bit breath of relief as the police are here and they're investigating, and they finally believe him because they see the body. But he has to come down to the station for further questions. I don't know. So that's what's going to end everything here for this time. I think I've gone on long enough. Tell me what you think in the comments. I mean, did I do a good job? Did you like what you heard? Was it interesting? I tried to do an impromptu thing with Alex in the Supernatural without using any particular system, just using a Mythic One-Page Emulator, just throwing ideas out and seeing how it works. I think it's fun. I love doing solo roleplay. I mean, it's kind of a great way to relieve stress and get your mind creatively thinking. With that said, I'm going to head out. Hopefully you have a great day, and God bless everybody.